Okay, today we're going to talk about dendritic ridges and how it is the flow of energy, and that it is in everything and has formed the planet and all sorts. So electricity did everything I'm about to say. Energy travels in a double helix. I've got over here the original Hebrew Habakkuk 3:4, which shows that his brightness was as the light, and he had horns coming out of his hand, and there was where the hiding of his power was. So God's power is seen in vision as two horns coming out of his hand. Now if you continue those spirals, what you get looks like this. This is energy, pure energy, rising, seen in smoke. This is how it works, and it's why there is a perpendicular funnel, as you can see, stepping its way up. Every time energy goes forward, there is a perpendicular roll motion of matter which creates a funnel between the horns, because that's how they're attached. Now this isn't a fantastic picture. You would have to light a cigarette and sit there and watch it, and you will see, because obviously it's a static picture, you will see two horns rising up. You might not see the piece in the middle. That's due to the Lorentz force, where the energy is funneled back in. I've done a video on this, where the energy is funneled back into the middle and shoots through the middle in a faster smoke V, and that's where you'll see railgun effect. It's electromagnetic force which shoots smoke through smoke. So yeah, light a cigarette if you want to see it actually in action. Completely falsifiable, easily repeatable. Light a cigarette and watch true energy move as it rises upwards. Now the energy can go in whatever direction it wants. As you can see from these horns, the energy in the DNA code has directed it on the left as clockwise and on the right as counterclockwise. God also works in reflection, pretty much all the time, every time. So here we have counterclockwise and clockwise rotations. So either can be made using DNA code frequencies for size, direction, color, and all that. But now this was just to show that two horns, this is what it would look like, and rising smoke looks like that. And what's coming out of Jesus' hand, God's hand, is that. Two horns, which is how energy travels. But it's also fractal, so now I'm about to show dendritic ridges everywhere. Okay, first off, quick explanation to everything that I have already said in video. So as with all plants, this is exactly how it happens all the time, and if it is different, then it's just a different configuration. Doesn't bother me, but 99% of everything on the planet, grasses, are like this. You get a left hand turn, right hand leaf, left leaf, right leaf, left leaf, right leaf. This is dendritic behavior. Left hand leaf is counterclockwise, right hand leaf is clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, because it's a double helix and it has two sides. When pushed together, it's a tornado. Counterclockwise and clockwise rotation in one. But in a plant, it separates as it goes up, like basically looks like a tornado, and as soon as it hits an EM field level, it will throw out a left leaf or a right leaf depending on the rotation of that EM field, because then it will just siphon itself in. So there we go. So plants are all pushed out of the ground by dendritic force, which is lightning as well. I'm going to go into all this and show it all now. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, because that is how energy has to move. The left comes out, the right comes out, and out of each center comes another double helix of energy. Left, right, left, right, left, right, down to infinity and out to infinity. So I should be able to show this from kind of molecular size up to, you know, massive universal size. So I'm going to give it a go to prove that it's in everything, as I keep saying. Okay, this is a Lichtenberg figure, and Wikipedia says Lichtenberg figures are branching electric discharges that sometimes appear on the surface or in the interior of insulating materials. Lichtenberg figures are often associated with a progressive deterioration of high voltage components and equipment. The study of planar Lichtenberg figures along insulating surfaces and 3D electrical trees within insulating materials often provides engineers with valuable insights into improving the long-term reliability of high voltage equipment. Lichtenberg figures are now known to occur on or within solids, liquids and gases. You hear that? They are now known to occur on or within solids, liquids and gases during electrical breakdown. As I've already said, water has a double helix surface. I've already proven that by interference waves. So these are in solids, in liquids, in gases, and on solids, liquids and gases. And as you can see, left line, right line, left line, just like a plant leaf, clockwise, counterclockwise, as it spreads out. Okay, this is apparently two types of dendritic aberration neurons in Drosophila. I have got no idea what that is, and it doesn't matter. I've been looking for dendritic ridges. That's what I put into Google, and everything you're about to see has dendritic ridges, which is the flow of energy. This is an MH class 2 membrane staining of a monocycle derived dendritic cell confocal microscopy, MDC myeloid DC, whatever that is, but it doesn't matter. Dendritic ridges. This is the study of dendritic transport in a hippocampal neuron. DIC bright field, detail is in blue, actin protein is labelled with red, and something about Alzheimer's. Dendritic energy flow, which is left, right, left, right, left, right. Counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise. So basically, energy is a funnel, which is why it creates blood veins and blood vessels and nerves, and everything that is hollow is made because energy travels in a funnel. And energy moves matter. Energy attracts matter, matter covers energy, and energy moves matter. That's why it's placed, and the DNA places it where it's supposed to. It's a waveform size conducting the energy. This is a simultaneous penetration of flux and antiflux dendrites in MgB2 rings. Whatever that means, don't care. It's the passage of energy, and that's how it moves. Dendritic ridges appear pretty much on every single mountaintop, from the Grand Canyon to Everest, the Andes, whatever mountain range you want to look at, they have dendritic ridges because they were formed by electricity. So just by knowing that electricity creates this pattern, the very fact that this is indented, doesn't matter what size it is, whether it's on Mars, on a piece of glass, this was done by electricity. Energy flow, because if we've just seen with the Lichtenberg figures, this is how electricity flows. Here we see mountain ranges and rivers. They're exactly the same because water is electrical. God talks of living water, which is just pure energy. So again, energy moving matter causes the same shape because energy moves in a double helix, which ends up looking like a Lichtenberg figure. Here we see snow-covered mountains taken from a satellite picture. So this Earth, God's active force, was moving over the surface of it and creating things. The atmosphere was electric at this point, which, you know, even deep time will agree that the Earth's surface probably had tons of lightning. That's how all this was formed. This is the Mars scar, and I've already compared this on video to an X-flare with an overlay of an X-flare over the Mars scar, and they line up absolutely perfectly. So whatever happened to Mars was some kind of massive energy bolt like an X-flare, because it's exactly the same configuration. And this came out of Mars because X-flares come out of the Sun. So this happened, perhaps Mars had an atmosphere, but basically whatever happened on Mars was an exact X-flare, which is the Sun's just been proven to be electrical. So yeah, electricity coming out of the Sun, electric dendritic ridges on Mars. Every single plant on this planet displays dendritic properties. Obviously you just got to look at it and you can see that I'm correct. Energy bounces a reflection. I've shown this in a video about how plants actually grow, and so this is what you get, a double-ended dendritic thunderbolt. Put a hand around the middle of that and you've got every mythological picture of God holding a thunderbolt, and it's dendritic. You start coming out from the plants, this pattern is repeated again, dendritic ridges in all leaf and plant matter. Dendritic ridges in ice, and as you can see, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. A fountain of life, the electrical fountain of life that God talks about in the Bible. The Bible is an electrical event. This is the fountain of life. It is energy, and energy moves matter. Energy carves matter. Energy moves matter. Matter cannot move, and energy moves in a dendritic fashion, like a fountain. So much for evolution. Every single fir tree, whether it's brand new or it's billions of years old, shows dendritic life movement. Ice freezes from the outside in. It's giving away energy, which is why it shows this pattern. This is the last remaining energy frozen in matter. More ice, more dendritics, more left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise. This is how energy moves and rotates. Not even sure what this is. It's some kind of metal on metal growth. Don't know. But it's certainly got Lichtenberg figures, double helix energy flow, counterclockwise, clockwise rotation, dendritic ridges. Plant life showing dendritic behavior. Again, fossils showing plant life, whatever, might even just be minerals, dendritic behavior, because energy pushes, drags, moves matter. And then obviously the sky. These are clouds. I've said before that the Earth is rotating using electromagnetic energy. Energy is in the air. Tesla knew this, and energy attracts matter, matter covers energy, and energy moves matter, and this is energy moving matter in the sky, in dendritic ridges, because it's all electrical. Everything's electrical. The entire universe is electrical, so this is seen everywhere. So, there we go. Showing that this theory of double helix energy, which moves left funnel, right funnel, left funnel, right funnel, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, an original theory given to me by God in visions last May 2014. Movies playing in front of my eyes, transparent movies, until I started writing it all down, and now over the past year I've scientifically broken everything down, showed all kinds of science and methods of association, observable evidences, which is exactly what I'm doing here. I am showing you God's power in everything. It is the fountain of life. It is every single thing in the Bible that you thought of was a mumbo jumbo word is actually an electrical application, an electrical event, or an electrical circumstance. So if you can look at the fountain of life now as energy, pure electricity, the double torrent of life that is flowing from God is a double helix of energy. Living water is pouring from God. That is energy. I do pray you're all starting to understand, the new people who have not seen much of my stuff going on here. Energy travels in a double helix, and this is the patterns it makes. All of those are rotational tornado tubes coming off, tornado fingers, because energy runs in a double helix up and then back down. So it's continually reaching out. God's arm is like a lightning bolt. An electron is a lightning bolt with an electron fist at the end, holding it to the atom. So I'm trying to keep these short so they don't get too boring. Okay, well there we go. Proven again that energy and how I say it travels is proven observationally in the whole entire world, from neuron size up to atmosphere size, and even the Mars scar, which is massive. So thanks very much. My name is Lee, and I'm a Christian.